Hi guys, this is my Canon G12. I love this little camera. These were made from 2010 to 2012, and then they were replaced by models which I never liked as well. When this model was new, I really wanted it bad, but they were about $500. It's only a 10 megapixel camera, but it takes wonderful pictures. It has a built-in 28 to 140 millimeter zoom lens. 28 to 140 US 35 millimeter equivalent, and it has an optical viewfinder which zooms along with the lens, and it's got all of the adjustments you might find on a DSLR, really. It's got optical image stabilization. The next models after this one started taking away some of the features that enthusiasts like the built-in neutral density filter, and they took away the fully articulated screen, which you gotta love these screens. I'll turn it on here for a second. So there's my screen. You'll notice it's got a purple tinge to it. That's because this camera I've modified for infrared. It's got all of the normal Canon adjustments that you would think of. On the top there's a mode dial, and underneath it is a ASA or ISO dial, and here's exposure compensation. It's got a hot shoe, and this is the little lever for zoom and the shutter button. On the back you've got a dial for changing your settings, and also you can click the menu button and navigate around with this and turn the flash on and off, and all the normal things you'd expect to do with an enthusiast point and shoot camera. On the side there's a little trap door where it has HDMI ports and mini USB port. The little hole in the middle is for a wired remote trigger. But you wouldn't take videos with it because it's 720p. Here I'll zoom it out and zoom it back in again. It's just a great little all-around camera. I got this one at an antique store for $45, and I gotta say it's in excellent condition. Everything worked great. So the first thing I did was I went online and I found a website called LifePixel, L-I-F-E-P-I-X-E-L, lifepixel.com, and they will modify cameras for infrared use. They'll modify just about any camera, but they also have tutorials and videos showing how to do the modifications yourself. And since I had nothing to lose on this, it's certainly not my primary camera. It's many years after these were popular that I finally bought it. I did modify it, and I gotta say it takes decent infrared pictures. I'll show you a couple of them. The nice thing about infrared is, unlike normal photography, you don't have to get up early in the morning or late at night or in the evening for the right light. You get best infrared pictures in the midday at noon when the sun is high. So as they say, only mad dogs and infrared photographers go out in the noonday sun. It's a great little camera. To modify it, of course, you have to tear it all apart, and then I actually glued an adapter on and an infrared filter on the front. The infrared filter, in this case, blocks everything except infrared, and in this case it's an 850 nanometer filter for those who are into that stuff. Wonderful little camera. So if you come across one, if you can find a new one, they're about $600, even more than when they were new. And typically a used one on eBay is around the $150 range. They're great little point and shoot but enthusiastic cameras with all the manual controls, manual focus if you want. Just great little cameras. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. These first two shots are before I converted the camera to infrared, just to show how well it worked. And of course these are the infrared shots, and everything that's white was obviously usually green, and of course the sky gets darker. You have to do a little post-processing to get, because the sensor
red sensors are the only ones fired, so everything really is in red until you convert it back down to black and white.
Hey, do me a favor. Click that subscribe button.